Hi, everybody. This is Pankaj Gupta from EthAum Venture Partners. I'm delighted to extend a warm greeting to all the investors, corporate leaders, and startups who are joining us today for EthAum Venture Partners Gen AI Innovation Pitches. Just to introduce myself, this is Pankaj Gupta from EthAum Venture Partners. We are a deep tech revenue scaler based in Singapore with approximately 100 B2B and global startups in our portfolio. These are AI, ML, blockchain, IoT, robotics, AR, VR kind of startups from different parts of the world, stages, and sectors. One common thing about these startups is that they all are serving to Fortune 1000 customers in their primary geographies and doing really well in terms of revenue growth. Now, talking about Gen AI, there were times when we all were thinking that AI will take care of all the manual tasks for us, and we humans will let our creativity explode and focus only on writing poetry, painting, and filmmaking. Well, it turns out that probably we were not completely right. Gen AI is already mesmerizing with its creative capabilities, and it's just the beginning. We are going to witness a lot more in Gen AI space. We all are pretty bullish on the Gen AI space. However, there are extremely bullish studies that claim that Gen AI market will grow to $1.3 trillion by 2032, and it will disrupt all the major industries. And that's the reason that we at EthAum took responsibility to identify some truly inspiring Gen AI startups and showcase them to the industry leaders and investors. I would like to see if Vishal is already there on the call. Vishal Gupta.
I am.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I would like to start today's session with a very special keynote. Our keynote speaker is business and technology leader with decades of experience with Fortune 1000 companies. He's pretty experienced and passionate about IoT, cybersecurity, and obviously AI. Please welcome Global CTO and CIO at Lexmark, Mr. Vishal Gupta. Vishal?
Thank you.
Please.
Thanks, Pankaj. Pankaj, can you enable screen sharing for me?
Yes, definitely.
I wish I could talk to Gen AI and tell it to do that, but not yet. All right. You guys can see what I'm sharing?
Yes, Vishal.
All right. So I only have, I think, like 10 minutes. So I'll, as was mentioned, I'm the CIO and CTO at Lexmark. It's a great pleasure to be here. I put my email down below as well, my personal email, in case anybody wants to contact me. I am involved in leading our AI and Gen AI efforts at Lexmark. I do a lot of speaking in the industry as well. I'm the co-chair of the CIO CTO body in DC. We have about 250 CIO CTOs as part of that. I'm also an investor and advisor to about 5 or 6 AI and Gen AI startups. So let me talk. I'll spend just a couple minutes telling you from a Gen AI perspective for a large company how we are approaching it. So maybe as a startup, that will give you some insight into maybe use cases or how to approach those companies or what the opportunity might be. So if I think about overall how many large companies are thinking about AI, including ourselves, right? We try to do 3 things, right? We try to build a community, because without a community of center within, it's very hard to get broad adoption of these technologies, because it's not just a technical problem. And so in our cases, we have a dedicated group called Data Sciences and Analytics, which is DSNAI, but we try to build a lot of what I would call as collaboration with, whether it's with services teams or product teams or R&D divisions or finance or marketing and supply chain, so we can get the right use cases to partner with them on. The next part is obviously technology, right? In Gen AI itself, you have to think about RAG and embedding and CNNs and SVMs. And so we think about not just the Gen AI technology, but all of the other surrounding technologies, especially from an AI perspective, because in my mind, these mix a lot. And then finally, we think a lot about governance and ethics, because around governance and ethics, we have stood up like an AI ethics board. We do the same thing for Gen AI, because there's a lot of there's a lot of I think your customers will have a lot of question on what is the accuracy, what is explainability, what is the bias, how do I make sure all these things are there? And so when you're building products, keep those into mind, both in terms of why you think these algorithms, will pass muster before a larger company can deploy them. So in our case, and this might be true for many companies you'll work with, about 3 years back, we created a dedicated center for AI, and then later on, about a year and a half, expanded it to Gen AI as well. Because ultimately in Gen AI and AI, the thing that'll matter the most is going to be your data, right? Your data will help you differentiate in the market and solve problems. And so we put together an entire data stack from collecting the data, moving the data, transforming it, aggregating it, labeling it, optimizing it, and then doing all kinds of stuff on the top. And obviously, we had to spend a lot on talent. And so we ended up, obviously, when I joined, we only had 4 data scientists, which a large company cannot do much with, right? And so we partnered with North Carolina State. Now we have 100+ data scientists that we've trained up. The reason I mentioned that is both for your journey, it'll be hard to attract people with this type of talent. And so you should think about talent aspects, as well as for your customers, talent might be in short supply. And so that's another aspect beyond your product that could be interesting. And then also, as I mentioned, think about AI ethics, AI catalog, data governance. In our case, we leveraged, data lakehouse and Databricks and a lot of those things to build the stuff. You may be different. So where does all of this lead to? So if I think about what we have accomplished today, this is my last slide. We have now 52 models in production. So over a course of 3 years, we've gone to have a lot of machine learning models in production. We have scaled up the talent. As I said, we've gone from maybe 5 to about 100. We've actually quantified our top 10 AI and Gen AI projects, and we believe the impact this year itself will be over $50 million in incremental profitability from these. So sometimes when people say Gen AI and AI is not going to have an impact, that's not true. It depends on how you use it. Some of our key projects for Gen AI have been in areas like one of the biggest areas for us is services, right? And I think this is a huge area if you're a startup building things, because if you think about services for technical assistance centers, services in terms of field services, even professional services, these take a lot of human effort today, and they're very inaccurate. And so the ability using Gen AI to automate that. So we're using Gen AI, for example, to reduce the average handling time for call by 50%. That is massive, right? That's about $10 million in benefit itself. We're using it to say, from a field perspective, we're partnering with a company called Neuron 7, which is a startup, to say, can we predict the parts that will be needed based upon the call so we get it right the first time? Because if we predict the wrong parts, we have a parts wastage, as well as every field visit is $250 additional, right? So there's a huge ROI. We spend about $200 million in services today. We think some of these efforts can get us about $40 million back in reducing the handling time, in reducing the parts wastage, in reducing the times that go back. The other big area for us is we call a supplies loyalty. So actually, Gen AI can help you also predict for a customer what they're going to do. And so there's a lot of interesting things there. We're doing a lot of initiatives with Gen AI also on things like commercial side. So we're using it to predict which customers to target, which even campaigns to run, as well as if you think about new prospects, traditionally there's a 1% response rate. When you create a tailored email with Gen AI, you're getting 2 or 3% response rates, right? So really it can have an implication in a lot of different areas, whether it's your R&D, whether it's your services, whether it's your marketing and sales. We're even having some projects for legal to try to say, in a contract, can I use Gen AI to mark up a contract that now the lawyer can see versus their best practices, their typical standards, what are all the deltas? And so I think there is a lot of opportunity with Gen AI, but you have to make sure that you can show the explainability. You have to make sure you can show why the stuff doesn't have bias, what is the accuracy, what things you can feel confident in, what things you need to expand on and all. So that's all that I had. I'm happy to take if there's maybe one question, and then I'll give it back to Pankaj.
Thanks a lot, Vishal. I think that has been extremely helpful insight. Really appreciate that. Any question for Vishal?
I guess outside of customer service, what are some other big wins that you've gotten from Gen AI? Because we know it's very good at that type of
Sure.
chatbot, but I was wondering about some other areas.
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest area outside of customer service is in commercial itself. And so what I mean is marketing and sales. So in marketing,
Okay.
we have a lot of spend, for example, in collateral in different languages, right? That's about $1 million a year we spend translating stuff, which it can do a great job in, right? So that's one.
Mhm.
We have an RFP bot that's in production. So we have a team of 40 people who respond to RFPs. This is a great
Oh.
area to productize, right? So we have said, Gen AI is great at where I have data that I can train RAG on. Right now, I have
Mhm.
about 5,000 RFPs that we responded to in the last maybe 7, 8 years. We use that data to train the vector database on what RFP response to have. And we are now actually building a dashboard to actually even say what the adoption is, which ones people accepting, just like in a GitHub Copilot and so on, right? So that's another in production today, early production, where we have about those 40 people trying to experiment it. We think that will have about a 20% impact on productivity. The third, as I mentioned, was in the commercial side on generating tailored emails. So for emails for both prospects, and we're also using it. We have another project that will go live in 3 months, which will actually predict the probability of a deal. So right now, the salespeople have to
Oh.
predict the probability of the deal in Salesforce or D365. By
Mhm.
having Gen AI predict it, you will have consistency because salespeople can both under and over predict, and we'll have a recommendation engine at the back end of it saying um, what can be done to improve that productivity, that
Mhm.
probability. Because have these key milestones that is typically needed in the sales process been met or not, and what can be done. And so it'll actually take the data from emails and D365 and all and do that. And so in some ways, we're running a bit of an incubator ourselves because we just don't find these products available in the
Right.
market right now, right? So we're kind of going and doing some of these. But yeah, I do think there is a lot of impact. I saw a Goldman Sachs report that said, no, it's all hogwash. I don't agree, right? I think Gen AI has real business impact that's possible.
Fantastic.
Awesome. No,
Thanks.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Vishal. Again, it's really exciting to see the kind of initiatives that you're running at Lexmark. And again, thanks a lot for your support and insights today. Now, I would like to move on to the next segment, which is introduction of jury. We have a very diverse jury with us today who have a lot of experience in AI investments and innovations. Jury will rate startups according to several criteria and provide feedback at the end of the session. Now, I would request our esteemed jury to introduce themselves. If I may start with Michael. Michael, please.
Hi, thank you very much for the invitation. My name's Michael Pajos. I'm a managing director at Samsung Ventures, and I sit in our New York office. And Samsung Ventures has about 3 billion under management from 16 companies within the Samsung Group and also outside investors. We are, just starting off investing in generative AI. So we were in Anthropic about a year ago, Figure AI, which is a humanoid robot company, Mistral, and we're also an LP in A16Z's latest AI fund. So thank you. Thank you very much and looking forward to the event.
Really, really appreciate your presence today, Michael. Appreciate it. Austin?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Austin. I am a product manager here at Google and I lead AI for our wearables division. That's everything from our actual hardware investment with silicon and RAM to co-model development with our DeepMind team, all the way out to feature roadmap. In some of my free time, I work with many universities here in San Francisco, helping advise their executive education programs about how they can better equip working professionals to engage with generative AI. Very excited to be here
Thanks.
today.
Thanks a lot, Austin. Appreciate it. Vishal Badani from WNS.
Yeah, hi everyone. Sorry, I was on mute. I lead the global HR solutions and transformation practice at WNS. I'm based in New Jersey, and I'm part of the jury panel for this forum. So happy to look at, the various ideas that you have in play here and the Gen AI point of view that you bring to the table, enriching and creating a lot of value add solutions for customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal. Appreciate it. Vibhu?
Yeah, hey, good morning, all. Great to be here. So I had Gen AI strategy for Microsoft. I've been involved right from the beginning. And in my position, I get to see everything what's going around in the AI landscape. I think of new AI products, AI moonshots, look at product market fit, different business models, and essentially monetize several of the offerings. So my teams have launched multiple different co-pilots for the company and bunch of futuristic Gen AI products. In free time, I also advise some of the very promising startups for some prominent VCs, etc. And very excited to be here and look at what's going on.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Vibhu. Appreciate it. Lane Campbell.
Hey, everyone. Lane Campbell here. Pleased to join everyone. I've been a bit of an entrepreneur in emerging technologies throughout my career here. Today, I'm the CEO founder of a company called GovSoft, where we build technologies for different state, local governments. We have technology rolled out inside of DMV systems and work as a partner in a firm that helps establish private equity companies for experienced management teams, having founded one myself in the past. Great to meet you.
Thank you, Lane. Nestor, please go ahead.
Sure, thanks, Pankaj. Thank you for the invitation. I'm Nestor Gandara, based out of New York City. Currently, I'm working at Amazon Web Services as principal partner, helping partners to build their businesses and strategy leveraging AWS services. I'm also investor, entrepreneur, I'm professor, and I'm founder of a coaching company. I'm pretty excited to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing your fantastic ideas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Nestor. Arthur?
Good morning from Brazil, guys. I'm Pankaj and team. Thanks for the invitation. It's great to be here. Hope we find some and help some promising entrepreneurs. I'm based out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. If you guys are ever here, look me up. It'll be a pleasure to welcome you here to our beautiful city. And I'm general partner for Slat Ventures. We are corporate venture capital fund managers. So currently have some 465 million of assets under management, primarily focusing on industry 4.0, energy and cosmetics and beauty services, and look forward to our session today. So thanks for the invitation once more.
Thank you, Arthur. Appreciate it. Anis Merchant.
Hey, Pankaj and team, thank you for the invitation. Absolute pleasure. Anis Merchant. I lead global innovation, IP, and analytics consulting at C5I. We are a global AI company. At this company, I've had a pleasure to launch multiple platforms from 0 to 1. So I've seen some of you, I've seen the journey which some of the startups have been through.
Sure.
But yeah, look forward to it. I'm also part of the company where we evaluate new startups to acquire. We just acquired a company last week. It's all in the news. So yeah, that's me. Look forward to have this conversation.
Thank you, Anis. Appreciate it. Sunil Sharma.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Sunil Sharma. I head the strategy and innovation at Critical River. We are a advisory and technology consulting company. We are using these emerging technologies to build what I call ensemble solutions for our customers in Bay Area, especially on the West Coast. I'm also associated with a bit of academia with Stanford and UC Berkeley in Bay Area, and looking forward to learning from you guys and see if I can share my experience or I can learn from experience to solve some of the problems I'm solving for my customers today. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Sunil. Vikram?
Hey, everyone. Thanks, Pankaj and Madhu, for having me here. I'm Vikram Balakrishna, based out of Bangalore, and I am the CTO for the Global Delivery Centers for Ethos Tech Foundations. And I've recently joined the organization, but you must have seen Atos in the news lately for Olympics and Euro Cup earlier. And I am very excited to be here and have had a good 2 decades of experience in driving a lot of innovative solutions and leading strategic initiatives. Right now, like all of you all, and like what Vishal mentioned, we are driving a whole lot of Gen AI initiatives focused on communities, technology, ethics, and governance. And I'm really, really thrilled to be one of the jury members here to explore the groundbreaking ideas and all the revolutionary solutions, which is likely to come up. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikram.
Look forward to.
Our last jury member is Manas. Please, Manas.
Yeah. Thanks, Pankaj. Thanks, EthAum, for inviting me here today. I lead the Generative AI Innovation and Prototyping Center at Tech Mahindra. It's a very new division of the company and the new gen services. What I do from day-to-day basis is basically build prototypes for our customers, especially if you see right now, the Gen AI applications are now moving from POC to production. So I currently help our customers see the value that generative AI brings in. We specialize in technologies like RAG, of course, agent, multi-agent, single agent. Especially we're looking at end-to-end autonomous agents services currently. And very excited to be here to see some great solutions being put forward by the startups.
Thank you, Manas. Again, really appreciate all the jury members for being part of the event today. I'm sure we will have some really interesting questions from our jury. Jurors, please don't forget to score startups after their pitch. We will also seek your final take at the end of all the pitches. And please use jury suffix with your name so that the audience can recognize you easily. Before diving into the pitches, I would like to share some housekeeping rules. Please keep yourself muted throughout the event. Unmute yourself when you are asking questions. You can also use chat section for Q&A if there's long list of questions. And raise your hand using emoji if you want to ask questions. Okay. Now let's start with the first presentation. It is a company called xPage, which is a platform to offer AI-powered landing pages for e-commerce success. And here.
Hello, my name is Anas, the CEO and co-founder of xPage. Today, I'm excited to present to you our innovative solution designed to transform the e-commerce space with AI-driven landing page creation. Creating a high-conversion landing page is often slow and costly, taking days or weeks and requiring a significant investment. Additionally, many businesses struggle with low conversion rate, resulting in less than 1% conversion if their landing page is not optimized. xPage.ai solves this problem with our AI-powered landing page generation. Our solution allows users to generate a landing page in just 30 seconds using a product link, saving both time and money. With our cost-effective design, users can generate over 20 landing pages per month for just a few dollars. Our templates are optimized for high conversion rate. Here is a quick demo of our platform. You can see how easy to create a professional high conversion landing page. Simply input your product link and within seconds, xPage.ai generates a fully optimized landing page ready to drive conversion. You can also edit, upload more pictures, or regenerate any section before publishing. In just 5 months, we have reached 13,000 users and achieved 2,200 as MRR with a 20% month-over-month growth rate and the customer acquisition cost of $0. Our traction demonstrates the strong demand for our solution and the effectiveness of our growth strategy. Our AI-driven tech gives us the edge for e-commerce. We combine AI and e-commerce to boost conversion rates with effective sections and call to actions. We are the only solution with this model. And starting in September, users can host their landing pages directly on xPage. For example, one customer improved their conversion rate from 1%, 0.36 to 4% using xPage and showing how effective our solution is. Our platform works with product links from major e-commerces like Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, and AliExpress. User can quickly generate landing page and export them to their preferred platform, or host them directly on xPage for easy integration and control. We all know the e-commerce market is very huge. We are focusing on a $67 billion part of it with our AI-driven solution for e-commerce. We have built strategic partnerships with leading companies, and our current business model is subscription-based, offering monthly and yearly plans with 3 different pricing tiers to fit various business sizes. In addition to subscriptions, we plan to introduce transaction fees on the sales made by our customers through the landing pages created on xPage. This will add another revenue stream, allowing us to capture value as our customers grow and succeed. Our team has expertise in AI, software development, and e-commerce. We worked hard to make xPage successful and provide a great value to our users. Our roadmap for the next half of 2024, we are on track to achieve 50,000 users and launch xPage hosting. And the next year, we will develop the xPage store builder with over 50 templates. By 2026, we plan to launch xGen AI, our in-house AI for xPage. To achieve these milestones, we are seeking for $500,000 in funding to speed up the development, expand marketing, and enhance our product features. Thank you. We are excited about xPage potential, and we look forward to your support. Let's win together.
Fantastic. We have Anas on the call to answer your questions. Any questions for Anas?
Yeah, quick question here. Great presentation. Can you tell us if you are also micro-targeting customers and specific segments and tailoring your GenAI content creation to specific customer needs? Right? So, for example, even within e-commerce, there'll be different segments.
Yes.
So, is there a way for you to kind of capture that customer data and then target them based on what exactly they're looking?
Yes, exactly. So we start with dropshippers, the easiest business model to start working with, specifically that they are testing a lot of products and they are selling a lot of products in the same time. And then the cash on delivery business model. And then we will go to the brands. So all of our brands right now, or most of them are dropshippers and cash on delivery users.
Wow. Okay. And you said your customer acquisition is close to zero. What channels are you using to get new customers?
We are focusing on short form videos like an YouTube short and link and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as well. And also we are working in the SEO. So most of our users, we are getting almost 150 users per day through these channels.
Okay, thanks.
I think there's a question from Austin. Austin, please.
Yeah, a quick question. So you mentioned that some customers have seen double improvement. Do you know in general compared to what the non-Gen AI like off-the-shelf solutions look like? How do you guys stack up in terms of overall conversion rate improvement? How much more effective?
Yes, because all the landing pages are optimized by a CRO specialist. So after that, because now we are working with Shopify, so the users, we contact the users to tell them about how is our conversion rate, how is our landing page going, and about the sales, etc. So we share with us this information. But the landing pages and all the sections are designed by CRO specialists.
Thank you, Anas. I would request other jury members to post their questions in the chat section because we'll have to move on to the next presentation. And you may also be seeing a poll on your screen. If you could please respond to that, that will be amazing. The next presentation is Slash Finances. It's a company providing interest-free and financial inclusive platform.
Good morning, afternoon. I'm Tumi Popola, CEO of Slash Finances, an employee-first, zero-interest and financially inclusive lending platform. Now, worldwide, informal lenders charge 200 to 500% APR, causing debt traps and suicide. Over 1.7 billion adults lack access to formal financial services. Of 2.6 billion employed adults in developing countries, 2.24 billion struggle to save for emergencies or borrow for health, education, and living expenses. While Slash empowers employees to address financial needs with interest-free loans as a workplace benefit, charging a processing fee where payments are seamlessly deducted from payroll using generative AI for risk assessment. This enables employees to access loans without interest, build sustainable credit, and mitigate risks through salary leverage. Slash employs generative AI for credit scoring. Using alternative and real-time data for precise evaluations, our model simulates scenarios, provide real-time updates and predictions, include underbanked populations, enhance fraud detection, and offer scalable customized lending solutions. Now, this ensures accuracy and financial inclusion, giving us a competitive edge. We have 3 revenue sources: employee lending, which offers interest-free loans to employees with a 5% processing fee per loan; marketplace, where employees purchase from retailers with a 5% fee paid by the retailer; and payroll services, which charges employers between $10 to $500 per month. We target SMEs, SMBs, and enterprises, addressing a global TAM of $132.6 billion. Slash has launched a private beta in Nigeria and plans to expand across Africa, Asia, South America, aiming for global presence. We're in private beta with over 400 transactions processed and 200,000 employees waitlisted. Below are some of our waitlisted and targeted clients, such as the Gambian government and the Red Cross. Expect us to generate an ARR from $250,000 to $10 million once onboarded. Our roadmap includes geographic expansion, predicted revenue, raises, and user growth. We project $7.5 million in revenue by 2025, $52.5 by 2027 with expansion into Asia, and $700 by 2029, adding in South America, of course. In 10 years, our ARR could reach $17.5 billion if we capture just 19% of our target market. Now, this demonstrates significant potential. We're currently raising $1 million to cover 18 months of runway, unlock Africa, onboard 450,000 users, hire 12 staff, and achieve a projected ARR of $13.5 million. We're impact-focused, seeking long-term benefits for employers, employees, and investors alike. Using generative AI, our model is scalable, risk-eliminating, and innovative, and we're also committed to reshaping the lending landscape. Based in London, I have over 10 years of experience pioneering innovation across Europe, leading multi-million-dollar projects at AWS, FCA, and JP Morgan, specializing in fintech, cloud infrastructure, and generative AI. My co-founder in Nigeria, head of partnerships, has 11 years of fintech experience, serves on the IFRC Africa board, and is a Forbes 30 under 30 nominee. Our dedicated team, each with at least 6 years of experience, are committed to driving meaningful innovation. Thank you for your time, and I am happy to take any questions.
Okay, we have Tommy on the call to answer your questions. Yeah, Vikram, please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to check, since you've already had good experience in financial institutions, what kind of partnerships have you fostered with the various financial institutions or employers to have secured the kind of support for your growth?
So we're currently based out of Africa and Nigeria in terms of our first go-to-market, right? And we've used our network to be able to build that. So in terms of our user growth, to be able to build our wait list. And that's what we've done. So for instance, we're partnering with SMEs, SMBs, and enterprises. And we've been able to do that over there. Now, the main thing that we're also trying to do is financial inclusion. So it's not just one thing about bringing in the technology, but we're trying to, make it very much user-focused and in a way that we have repeat customers and long-term customer retention. So that's a huge, that's one of the huge parts of what we're trying to do, right? So financial inclusion as well. So yeah, so we're using that to grow our network and our technology as well.
Thank you.
Any other question for Tommy? And you may be seeing poll on your screen. Please vote for Tommy. You can also use the chat section if you have any comment, any question for Tommy or for any other startup. Okay, if there is no other question, then the next presentation is Singular Global. It is an AI-powered, intuitive, decentralized exchange. And here we go.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're excited to introduce you to Singular AI, a groundbreaking AI-powered decentralized perpetual exchange designed to revolutionize the DeFi trading landscape. Traditional trading faces significant challenges. Over 95% of traders lose money due to market volatility, complex trading mechanisms, and human emotions. Introducing Singular DEX. Singular DEX leverages cutting-edge AI to understand complex market patterns and provide expert-level trading data. Our platform offers 100x DEX aggregation to provide ultra-high liquidity and reduce liquidation risk, making trading simpler and more efficient. Singular Perpetuals is also now live to allow anyone to connect their Web3 wallets like a Coinbase wallet, Binance Web3, or even MetaMask to trade major pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, AVAX up to about 50x leverage. Now we will be integrating Singular AI, offering data labeling collection for partial or full trading automation. The global DEX market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 23.6%, reaching $835 billion. Additionally, AI-powered platforms are projected to grow at $2.15 billion. Singular DEX is perfectly positioned to capture a significant share of these expanding markets. And we operate on a 0.5% transaction fee for swaps and perpetual trades. Our AI as a service model offers subscription tiers from basic to advanced. Our platform combines state-of-the-art decentralized exchange technology with advanced AI, including deep learning and neural networks, to trade pattern recognition and high-performance trading. We have already achieved a substantial traction of 35,000 users from 142 countries. With 10 plus institutional partners and 7 plus global awards, our user base is growing rapidly, and we are on track to unlock 100,000 clients by 2025. Our interdisciplinary team includes experts from OpenAI, RBS, Petronas, Sony, and GDEX Finance. And we leverage a combination of airdrops, strategic partnerships, and events to attract early adopters to build a strong community. Singular AI offers a unique blend of multi-chain support, AI-generated indicators, and optimized technical analysis pattern recognition. Our platform is a cost-effective and easy-to-use platform, setting us apart from both established players and new startups. We are currently raising $5 million in seed funding with a post-money valuation of $30 million. This investment will enable us to scale our platform, capture first-mover advantage, and achieve our projected valuation of $1 billion by 2028. So join us in revolutionizing DeFi trading with AI-powered precision and liquidity. Visit singulardex.com to learn more or book a meeting with us to invest in the future of decentralized trading. Thank you.
Okay, we have Terence on the call. Questions for Terence?
Yeah, I have one question actually, James. Just to understand, is your platform trained for coin wallet market, or is it a general stock market it can be trained?
Yeah, great question, Anand. So we currently only support digital assets, major pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. And for DEX, we support up to about 3 million tokens. So for stocks, because of regulatory reasons, we are not allowing any stocks tradings on the platform.
Thank you, Terence. There's a question from Vikram. Vikram, please go ahead.
Hey, Terence, thanks for the nice presentation. So I wanted to check with you, how do you plan to handle all the liquidity challenges, which are normally faced by decentralized exchanges?
Interesting question. So we aggregate every single order to the top DEXs around the world, including Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap. We don't compete with the top DEXs around the world. So with that said, we have a daily liquidity of up to about $4.5 billion.
Thank you. Good stuff.
Yes, Arthur, please go ahead.
Thank you, Terence. I might have missed it, but you mentioned the 35,000 current users. How much would that represent in terms of asset under management, please?
Well, so it's going to be based on active traded volume. We have a weekly active user base of about 5,500 and daily trading volume of about $7.5 million.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Arthur. If there are more questions for Terence, I would request you to use Zoom chat section. Next is Kushi Technologies. They have a product called Bagel Agents, which offers multi-layer AI agents tailored for crypto marketing and analytics. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Masa, CEO and co-founder of Kushi Technologies. We are building AI agents tailored for crypto marketing and analysis. First of all, our vision is building intelligence infrastructures for the blockchain era. As a first step, we are focusing on the marketing part of crypto projects. Our target clients are B2C crypto projects selling large volumes of tokens such as GameFi, DeFi, and brand with NFTs. The problems we are addressing is that crypto projects take so long time on marketing strategy planning and execution. They spend more than 10 hours every week catching up on their latest trends and updating their marketing plans. To solve that problem, we are building AI agents tailored for crypto marketing that can instantly handle strategy planning and marketing execution. Here is our product. First, our AI agents make marketing plans for your project. Our AI model has already been fine-tuned with a lot of unique datasets in the crypto space. Our AI automatically generates marketing plans and content, including date and time, purpose, and content, and so on. So you don't need to research your benchmark project and create a marketing plan from scratch. Second, we have a function for trend analysis. With this function, you can check the summary of the latest trends related to your project. Our AI updates the marketing plan and content based on these latest trends. Third, we have a function for target audiences. This function visualizes crypto wallet addresses behind the Twitter followers, allowing you to check on-chain activities such as net worth and latest transaction. The point is our not just a GPT wrapper. We have three main reasons for this. The first reason is that we are training our AI model with unique datasets from marketing professionals in the crypto space who are part of my personal network. The second one is that we have a system where our AI model keeps improving. The third part is that we use not only Gen AI model, but also machine learning in our crypto wallet analysis. From these reasons, I strongly believe that we are building not just a GPT wrapper, but a very unique and high-quality AI agent tool. Speaking of our traction, we already have a couple of paid clients, including one of the biggest marketing agency companies. Even though we are still in the closed beta stage, and we haven't started any marketing and sales yet. We have already seen success stories. While our beta clients are using our product, we found that our high-quality AI agents boost our client sales. For example, one of our clients increased their sales by $20,000 with our product. Speaking of market size, the crypto industry is very huge and rapidly expanding right now. And now is the best timing to start this startup business because the rapid expansion of crypto projects is expected to begin in 2025. And our team has expertise in the crypto domain and agents development, so we are the best team to realize this startup business. And this is our fundraising plan. We are raising $500,000 as our pre-seed round. I'll be very happy if you could discuss more. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yes, Vibhu, please go ahead. Masa is on the call.
Yeah, good discussion. Hey, Masa. I have a question. So, while your AI agents are able to do research, analysis, and standard marketing sales tasks, can you walk me through at a high level your agentic workflow about what kind of actions, reasoning, and other market-related activities is able to do on its own? And then, second, what are the regulatory implications, if any, right, with no human in the loop, for example?
Okay, as a AI agent model, we fine-tuned our AI agent model with a bunch of successful and unsuccessful crypto projects marketing result and marketing campaign, so that our AI model can generate successful results from depending on your project. That is the first one. So sorry, I didn't hear well the second question. Sorry.
Oh, let me repeat. So my question was, can you walk me through the overall end-to-end agentic workflow that right
A
from
workflow.
research, pulling data, to essentially creating marketing, outreach, etc. What steps are automated? Is there a reasoning capability?
Got it.
And is there ability to take actions? And if you can do all the three, then is there a regulatory implication with no human in the loop?
Got it. So basically, we already built AI model for our marketing planning and marketing content generation. And of course, we already have the marketing execution system for mainly for Twitter advertisements so far. So in terms of Twitter marketing, we already built AI agents group. But outside of Twitter marketing, we are building that system on other platforms. That is our current status.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Let's take last question from Anis, and then we'll move on to the next presentation. Anis, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Masa. Nice presentation. Just a follow-up question on Vibhu's question, which he asked. One of the flaw of Gen AI is that it becomes repetitive, right? When I say repetitive, if everybody starts using your platform, then what's the difference between one currency and another? That's my first question. And second is, each currency aligns and appeals to a certain set of consumers or people who are trading in that currency. So, the marketing message and the conversation needs to be very different at a currency level or the digital currency level. How do you create those nuances and bring in that knowledge to allow that to happen?
Got it. So for the first question, actually we already checked the quality depending on the project kind and stuff, and we found out if you input particular your information into our AI is going to output different quality, different marketing campaign content generate. So I don't think our AI is going to, generate something similar for a couple of clients. That is my first answer. And sorry, what was the second one? I think you are moved for it.
Yeah, each digital currency or NFTs appeal to a certain set of persona or people who are in that trading. How would your agentic workflow customize to that specific need?
I see. I think it depending on the customer persona of our client, but basically every single project should have target users, and we also already have a users data set to have a target customers for our client. So I don't have any
No worries,
words. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna chat later afterwards. Is it okay?
Yeah, you can use the chat section if that's easier, Masa.
Sorry, thank you.
No worries about that. Okay,
thank you.
Thanks a lot, Masa. Again, next is Ingenious. It's pioneering hyper-personalized e-learning for organizations and their employees. And here we go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maas de Goede, and I'm excited to introduce you to Ingenious, the AI-powered B2B SaaS company that is transforming the way people learn. At Ingenious, we believe that every individual's learning journey should be as unique as they are. The Ingenious team has extensive experience in education, AI, and business design. But let's start with you. Have you ever been excited to learn something new, but then got bored, stuck, or frustrated? You're not alone. Traditional training systems prioritize scalability over personal growth, leaving many behind. On a business level, one-size-fits-all learning solutions lead to high expenditure, low impact, and low motivation, causing corporate training to be ineffective. Which is why we introduce an AI-powered learning engine for organizations and individuals to unlock hyper-personalized, impactful learning journeys, to improve learning outcomes, alleviate learning friction, and foster learner engagement and motivation. We recognize that people learn differently. Introducing the first ever, truly personalized learning engine. And you read that right, not another LMS, but an AI-powered learning engine. One that tailors learning strategies, paths, delivery formats, and content to each individual's needs. But don't worry, I'm not explaining how the engine works right now. The slide's here to impress you, really. What truly matters is what it can do for learners. Here we see 3 different people who need to learn the same lesson. Anna, the blonde girl on top, learns best when things are explained through direct instruction, and she prefers video over text because her eyes get tired from reading. Our engine adapts the core content and generates a lecture format video for her to watch. Derek, the gentleman at the bottom, is more of an autodidact, which is why the Socratic pedagogy using guided questions works well for him. The engine will generate a conversational chat format for Derek that allows him to arrive at the answers and learnings by himself. Anna and Derek achieve the same learning outcome in a completely different way. Learning is done through our learning platform, powered by the engine. Next to that, we offer a knowledge library with turnkey courses, or we have a content team that can work with our clients to craft academic-grade courses according to the organization's needs. For learners, Ingenious means achieving learning goals in a smoother and more effective way. For organizations, this translates to effective cost expenditure, improved risk management, and boosting engagement through tailored training. But our potential extends way beyond the B2B space. In the future, Ingenious' AI personalization will add value to education and society at large. To showcase our potential in multiple fields, we focus on running use cases to drive faster learning, higher retention, and increased engagement. In fact, Ingenious is onboarding over 1,200 learners this year across several use cases. For one client, we're doing operational compliance readiness in the telco industry, and for another, we're helping with technology proficiency training in a university setting. Our current sales pipeline boasts a total value of 5 million euros, expected to be unlocked over 2025, with several clients in contracting stage and multiple LOIs signed. To date, we've successfully completed our MVP, and we're now seeking 2 things. One is use case clients and go-to-market partners who want to collaborate with us at reduced cost. For inspiration on use cases, please ask for our sales deck. We're happy to explore how we can answer to your training needs. 2, additional funding to evolve our platform from minimally viable to minimally lovable, scale our operations, and expand our market reach. The current investment opportunity is 1.4 million euros with a minimum ticket size of 200K. This investment gives us a 12-month runway during which we will onboard 5,000 learners to bring in 1.7 million euros in revenue. For more information, please inquire about our investment collateral. ROI. So, now that I've got your attention, are you looking to enhance your organization's training programs, reduce cost, and increase employee engagement and retention? Or are you interested to invest? We invite you to explore opportunities for collaboration. Thank you for your time and attention. Please feel free to contact us at maas@ingenious.inc or visit our website for more information.
Fantastic. Vishal, do you have a question for Maas?
I do. So, this is an interesting space, but we've seen a number of public companies go bankrupt, right? Like, you had Pluralsight and Cyber and so many others, right? So I always believe in the corporate learning market, but I guess what's different with what you're doing to go after this market? Because I saw 29 euros per person per month. Is that gonna really work? And I just kind of curious as to how you are trying to approach this market.
It's a very good question, and we're very much aware that this is a crowded space as well. There's a lot of players here. What we're doing in the coming years, we're taking a use case approach because our approach is very, very much different. We're actually the first to hyper-personalize at scale the way we do. And with that use case approach, we are open to discuss pricing. So the 29 euros a month per seat is in that sense a conversation we're willing to have with the use case clients. And through those use cases, we are showing how much value it is exactly that we're adding. And it's an interesting market because the pain points are very, very clear. I think a lot of companies are facing problems when it comes to learning, and there's not a lot of perspective in terms of improving that. So through that use case approach, we're really trying to tackle that, if that answers your question.
Thank you, Maas. There's a question from Vikram. Vikram, please go ahead.
Yeah, Mas and team. Yeah, one of the questions which I had was what Vishal asked, and follow up to that is what do you do to measure the effectiveness of this hyper personalized learning experience, right?
That's a good question. So when it comes to companies that already have learning experiences in place, we're of course going to compare data. So we're comparing data of course completion times, knowledge retention rates. We're looking at engagement rates, etc. So the use cases that we set up are very much hypothesis driven. So we make sure that we actually add value compared to what is there today. And we're adapting the platform in a traction driven way, if that makes sense. When it comes to the AI personalization and the optimization that takes place there, it's that same data that drives the adaptation of the platform itself. So we're really trying to optimize the learning journey and therefore driving those metrics.
Thank you, Mas.
Thanks, Mas. Yeah.
And again, I would request our jury members to score startups while they are responding to the questions. There's also a live poll. Please respond to that, the audiences. And if you have more questions and comments, please use the chat section. I'm sure founders would love to hear your feedback on the pitch. Next is Faraday, which offers AI-powered net zero intelligence. And here we go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shahin. I'm co-founder and CEO of Faraday. Faraday is a London-based decarbonization intelligence company providing enterprise AI and analytics software for digitizing, automating, and supercharging the net zero efforts. With our AI offerings, we help businesses to navigate for complexities of energy saving, sustainability reporting, compliance for regulations, and most importantly, strategic decision-making for decarbonization. We focus on specific problems such as the complexity of fragmented data and granular data acquisition and verification of that, and the lack of decarbonization intelligence, just to study carbon accounting. So we help companies, energy and sustainability managers, facilities managers to collect, analyze, report energy and sustainability data and reduce the carbon footprint by providing a streamlined system for data management, data collection, a single global hub to consolidate the collected carbon emissions, ESG, water, waste, and other operational data in our platform. It simplifies and speeds up the decarbonization and compliance efforts and reporting efforts. So this is our platform architecture in a nutshell. We have a wide range of data sets that we collect from IoT devices, meters, sensors, ERP systems, building management systems, etc. Here we are utilizing AI heavily in data ingestion, data quality checks, better automated emission factor matching. And on top of that, we have several offerings, vertical offerings, such as here you can see carbon intelligence from carbon management to target setting to offsetting, ESG intelligence, all the ESG compliance and ESG benchmarking needs, energy procurement analytics, and digital energy management, IoT-powered real-time energy intelligence. And on top of that, we have Decarbon AI, most importantly, like the generative AI-powered layer of the platform that we launched recently. What is that? It's a multi-AI agent framework for managing multiple specific AI agents, such as ESG agents, supply chain agents, or compliance agent, energy-saving agents. So very specific agents specialized in single vertical tasks. We are developing these agents more and more, and there is an orchestration layer on top. Very quick demonstrations of companies, ESG managers, sustainability managers, they can ask any kind of questions regarding to their compliance needs, their ESG performance, their energy saving potential, their supply chain related ESG performance. So the platform is linked to the corporate's data sets and Faraday's own large carbon and ESG database, and it responds to questions accordingly. We have multiple AI use cases running behind of Decarbon AI, like ESG-related data extraction from corporate documents, or hotspot detection for carbon emissions, or decarbonization project recommendation for particular sectors and domains. So we go directly or we do partner channel-based sales, most commonly with sustainability consultants and also facilities managers. And this is a SaaS subscription-based model, monthly or annual subscription. And sometimes we sell it, especially to the banks and government institutions, to a licensed version with maintenance contracts. The company is London-based, commercialized in 2017. Right now, we are around 40 people based in our London, Istanbul, and Singapore offices. And till now, we raised $4.5 million VC funding from Silicon Valley, UK, Switzerland, Singapore, Istanbul, and Dubai-based venture capitals and angels. This is the leadership team. We have people from different institutions like Siemens, IBM, or MIT, Harvard. So we combine our experience to commercialize the product. We have strategic partners like KPMG, Microsoft, and EthAum. They are like reseller partners or value-added resellers or system integrators or just let's say ecosystem partners. And we have clients like CBRE, Zara, Marks and Spencer, Shell, IKEA, DHL, Vodafone. So we have like wide range of clients in different sectors, especially in the UK, Europe, and Middle East regions. That is our current focus. This is our revenue growth for the last couple of years, and we are targeting $3 million total revenue in this year at the end of 2024, and more than half of that will be recurring revenue. We raised $2.4 million in our last funding round with a post-money valuation of $15 million. Right now, we are raising pre-series A round of $1 million. 500K is already committed, and some of them deployed. So we are looking for 500K more. And this investment, together with our Series A investment next year, will be matched with a non-dilutive R&D grant, already secured, around $2.5 million. That is all from Faraday. I would love to answer your questions. Thanks a lot.
That was pretty fast-paced. We have Sahin. Okay, Austin, please go ahead.
Yeah, how does Faraday compare to other companies in the space, like Watershed, for example?
Yeah, a couple of differentiators from companies like Watershed. Like, we handle large volumes of real-time IoT-powered data, which they cannot. We provide integrated energy management, ESG, and carbon management, which some of them they lack. And also the generative AI part, the product we launched, Decarbon AI, which is a multi-agent framework managing multiple vertical AI agents. So these kind of conventional companies, carbon management companies, are lacking of that layer as well.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, Sahin, thanks for a great presentation. I wanted to check with you, how do you actually measure the ROI for those using your platform?
Based on which module they use. If they use energy intelligence part, it is direct saving, and at the end of the month from the utility bill reduction, they can easily see the ROI. It is like starting from 3% energy saving, it can go up to 8% in average. If they utilize our carbon management or ESG intelligence modules, it's all about operational efficiency. We measure like their conventional way of managing their data, reportings, compliance processes. We provide at least 3x operational efficiency. Based on the existing clients we already operate, like more than 120 enterprise clients we served. Overall, this is a corporate knowledge base, and they can build on top of that. The value proposition is accumulated as they have more data and they can launch more AI use cases. So that is also another value proposition.
Sahin, let's take the last question from Vishal. Vishal, please.
Sure. So are you more trying to do ESG reporting like a Workato or Microsoft modules can do, or are you really enabling outcomes?
Both. Of course, we need to do the basics, carbon accounting, ESG reporting, but this is just the initial part of our value proposition. The real value of Faraday is decarbonization intelligence, all the data analytics, AI-powered recommendations, anomaly detections for future carbon reduction. All the other companies doing just static carbon accounting or ESG reporting for just compliance. What we do is decarbonization intelligence, which is direct reduction.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Sahin. The next presentation is brickandmortar.ai. It's a Gen AI and computer vision driven customer analytics solution for physical retail stores. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Saad, and I'll be talking about brickandmortar.ai. My co-founder and CTO is a PhD in computer vision, Fulbright Scholar, winner of the Google Research Scholar Award, and also the area chair of CVPR and NEOR-IPS. I'm the CEO. I have around 16 years of retail tech consulting experience in developing intelligent and predictive models. Lack of actionable data has a huge cost, 20% of the bottom line. And it's not such an isolated incident. Around 84% of companies are affected by it. First of all, we have developed a AI-driven video analytics system, which sits behind existing CCTV infrastructure. It processes everything and churns out actionable intelligence all in real time. Our ROI is less than 3 months because we enhance customer earnings and experience. We have a very stable growth rate, and we're on target to reach our revenue forecast of $1 million by the end of this year. So that is the past, the backstory. Today, we are here to talk about the future. And we're not talking about Gen AI just because it's in fashion for all the good reasons, like high potential and high investments. We're here to talk about because we have a lot of data. Our video analytics system, which I just talked about, it is a treasure trove of data. It is running 24/7 across multiple locations, and it has fine-grained data about customer analytics. We have a lot of transactional insights to build on. What we're talking about here is a 360-degree conversational intelligence. It has multiple parts. The first part is fairly easy. We have data from video analytics. We have a language model. We train it together, and we can generate a lot of interesting and intelligent conversations, which is already very value-adding. But that's just the start. Based upon the conversations, we can generate charts and other visualizations like heat maps to answer very key business questions. But this is, again, not the whole picture I'm talking about. Our transactional AI system has a lot of demographics-related information about the demographics of customers. Based on that, we can generate online advertisements and also advertisements for the physical world. So the ads are being generated based upon the demographic profile for both online and physical retail. The business case is very simple. In a conventional method, generating an advertisement has a cost of $750. Now multiplied by the time of advertisements you need to create. Also, online reviews is a very big topic. One bad review can cost a company 30 customers. Persistent bad reviews can cost the company 22% of their revenues. But there's a flip side also. Positively responding and correcting your business decisions based upon the review can increase your revenues by around 5% and increase customer retention by around 15%. So this is the last piece of the puzzle which we are working on. Analyzing feedback, processing it, generating conversations based upon the feedback to people who need to make the decisions, and generating responses for the people with the negative reviews. And this will then complete our 360-degree conversational intelligence. It will have video analytics, connection with existing ERP and POS systems, with IoT devices if needed, and the online review section. We are forecasting to do $65 million ARR in the next 3 years. That is after a very conservative conversion rate of 0.25%. Gen AI could well become a $1.3 trillion market by 2032. So we are currently raising $500,000 to leverage our existing power of data and core competencies. We'll be investing in customer acquisition. Our LTV to CAC is already 20x, so it's already very robust. And we will be investing in key team hires for the Gen AI team. Thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to talking to you.
Fantastic. Vibhu, I see you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, this is a great presentation. 2 questions. First is, are you streaming the video to LLM, right? And if yes, how are you managing the cost? Second, what about consumer privacy and regulations? Because while you're using it in the public area, there could be concerns down the line. For example, if you identify children less than 18 and then look at targeting them, it could be a challenge in markets such as US.
Agreed. So first of all, we have both solutions. One runs on the on-premise solution where data privacy is a bigger issue. And then we also have a cloud-based solution. Secondly, all our data, we do not store or save any video data or any image-related data anywhere. Whatever is stored is after the processing and just in the form of the vector format, and that's it. So yeah, you're right. This is how we take care of data privacy.
And are you streaming the video to LLM, or are you just looking at specific?
No, just at the output. At the output.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Thank you. Anis, please go ahead.
No, Saad, great presentation. Just a thought from a business model perspective. I got the first part, what you are doing, but kind of got lost when you started talking about product reviews and customer reviews.
Yeah.
Because if these are retailers, they may not be selling their own brand, they may be selling some other brands. So, what are you trying? Meaning, I saw the overall intelligence, but what's the larger vision? Because the first piece, That itself is a huge market. Why? What is prompting you to go this side?
You're right. So our main niche is customer analytics. So it's not about the review of the products. It's more about how well you're handling the customers and the impact which it creates for the businesses. And you're 100% true. We have a fairly large market opportunity just with the video analytics part. But with our existing deployments, we have seen a constant need to generate more value out of that data. And Gen AI really gives that opportunity to generate more and more conversation. Like dashboards are great. Viewing charts and trends are great, but to make it more actionable and have decision support activities, which drives that, is really making our customers very exciting, and that's why we're moving towards this part.
Thank you, Saad. Let's take the last question from Vishal. Vishal, please.
So I think a definitely interesting presentation. We're in 200,000 stores, so we have a little bit of understanding of retailers. We've actually tried looking at solutions like this, right? The key problem I've found is, and we've talked to, we're in top 10 of the 10 pharmacies in all the largest ones. The issue is actually deployment of the video itself. Retailers work on 2% margin, right? So they are they have no interest in analytics. They're interested only in actionable analytics that create ROI. And so it's still not clear to me what is how will you get over the hurdle of deploying the video, which typically requires a lot of investment, and B, what kind of ROI return are you seeing?
This is actually one of our biggest problems in the start as well. So we have reduced the size of the model to work it on extremely optimized hardware. So our initial upfront cost is so low that our ROI comes down to around 3 months from what we've heard from our existing customers. So you're right. If we have to replace the existing infrastructure, that's a big problem. We work with existing infrastructure, and our models are really optimized and quantized to work on very low processing hardware, which is a very low upfront cost. So remove the CCTV infrastructure investment and reduce the upfront hardware investment. And the third part is either run it on the cloud or on the premise. And that's where then we talk about different types of solutions which the customers are interested in. If they run it on the premise, it's a hardware very low, requiring very low upfront investment amount. If it's on the cloud, it's just a network bandwidth cost, and the other backend cost is for the cloud. That's it.
Thanks a lot, Saad. Again, thanks to jury members. If you have more questions, please use the chat section. Next one is Art Art. It's an AI-powered creativity platform to generate unique art, design, and fashion. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Paul. I'm CEO and co-founder of Art. We create new era of art and design via cutting-edge AI technology. We started our company as we see strong demand from regular people around the world who want to be part of a beautiful art world, but now they can't afford it because of price and lack of connections. This is where we can help. Another pain point we see is that professional creators don't have tools which would help them in inventing something new, just hundreds of Photoshop replicas around. But we can be a limitless source of inspiration for them. Finally, we help B2B clients, such as interior design studios, to save millions by optimizing their creative departments. We create at low price and according to schedule. We address 3 main domains: art, design, and fashion. We started with art domain in order to demonstrate our tech. Currently, it is capable of producing unique artworks of different genre, style, and artist manner. How it works: you go to the platform, select among genre, style, or artist manner, push create button, and within 30 seconds, AI will generate unique artwork. You can check it in different interiors just to see if it works for you. After, you can get ready artwork as high-resolution digital copy or order physical copy in the form of fine art print, metal print, or canvas. It will be delivered right to your door. We address a huge market of more than $150 billion, consisting of 3 main pillars: art, design, and fashion. Our closest competitors you heard mostly today are Daily, Midjourney. All of them are working with text-to-image technology, when you, as a user, is forced to learn how to make right prompts so that machine will understand what you want. But this is not user-friendly approach, because it looks like learning programming. Instead, we have our own proprietary tech, which we have been developing since 2020. We use better user-friendly approach using visuals instead of prompts. As for business model, we are a SaaS company with 3 main subscription plans: Basic, Pro, and Enterprise. We start as freemium, and after, you need to choose among available plans. As for progress, we launched our private beta, build community with no marketing costs, just organic followers. Early this year, we launched e-commerce and we have first sales. Plus, we have waitlist of B2B, B2C clients ready to use our platform. Please see what people are saying about us. We have tons of compliments. As a next milestone, we plan to have payable users by the end of this year. As we go live with the platform, we have a commitment as a company to reach IRR of $1 million within 12 months. So who made it possible? It's myself. I have more than 15 years of corporate finance and operations career in Fortune 500 companies. My co-founder, Ash, he has many years in AI domain, and he's data scientist. We have great advisors and team to support our journey. What we ask is 1 million, which mainly goes to 3 parts: product development, expert team members, and marketing campaign. Thank you. Ready to answer your questions.
Okay, we have Paul on the call to answer your questions. And also you may be seeing a poll on your screen. Please respond to that. Any questions for Paul? Okay. Tick 1, tick 2. You can also use chat section if you come across a question later. Okay, I think we should move on to the next question. Next presentation, I mean. Okay, so next one is Periculum, which offers a multilingual conversational AI-powered chatbot and analytics solution. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Michael Collins, and I'm the founder and CEO of Periculum. And I present to you Prolific, a multilingual conversational AI-powered chatbot where data is transformed into intelligent conversations. Human attention spans are at an all-time low, and with the ever-increasing reliance on data, we are at a very huge inflection point. Prolific unleashes the true potential of data by breaking down the barriers between raw data and human comprehension. With Prolific, data becomes an active participant in conversations that matter, offering insights, recommendations, and engagement beyond traditional data analytics can provide. Periculum created Prolific, and our mission is to make data accessible, relatable, and actionable through the magic of conversations. Now I'm going to present a short demo based on the functionality of Prolific. Now here's the dashboard right here, and I'm going to upload a file. I'm going to choose this very deck that I'm presenting to you right now. We've uploaded it, and now we're going to analyze. And in a few seconds, it's ready. So now we can ask it questions, like summarize. And it summarized the entire file. Now we can ask it a more specific question that is related to what's in the file itself. Like, what is Prolific's competitive advantage? And Prolific's competitive advantage, it's its ability to provide large data extraction, it's trainable, multilingual AI chatbot, unified data insights, and tailored customization. Now let's ask it the exact same question while testing its multilingual functionality. We'll ask it the exact same question, but in French. Scroll down. And there you go. So I'm returning back to my slides. So based on the presentation that I just presented, Prolific has multilingual functionality. It also has ability for URL processing. It's customizable, and it has local currency subscription. where you don't have to pay in one currency over others. Here are some of the organizations that are currently using Prolific. But remember, Prolific has multiple different use cases and multiple different industries, such as education, legal, and even entertainment. Here is what multi-award-winning Nollywood actor Timmy Eposon has to say about Prolific. I use Prolific for my script reading. It summarizes plots and helps me to focus on individual scenes and my characters' lines, so that I don't have to read whole scripts. I can move from script to script quickly and easily. We have a team of world-class experts in software, data analytics, and generative AI. And we are raising $500,000 as part of our $2 million seed round. Thank you very much.
Okay, we have Michael to respond to your questions. Anybody? Yes, Vibhu, please go ahead.
Yeah. Are you taking on multilingual, or are you also going to make it multimodal basically?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Are you also going to make it multimodal, or do you just predominantly want to focus on NLP and the text?
Yeah, no, so yeah, we're planning to make it multimodal. So this is just kind of like the first phase of it. And then eventually we have different plans of incorporating even, attaching it to Google search, right? So adding the features of Google to your own ability to process your own personal files. So so this is just the first stage of it.
Thank you. Manas, please go ahead.
Yeah, do you process only only text, or do you also process visually rich documents with images and flat PDFs, tables, and all that?
Yes, we do. So we process all that. So the presentation I just showed, so we're able to process all kinds of different kinds of not just text, but images, as well as tables, all that stuff. So we're able to process it, analyze all of that, and then, you can now converse with it and ask it specific questions.
Do you have only currently? Are you using which LLM are you using currently, or is it multi-model that you?
So it's multi-model. So I think we started with ChatGPT, but now we're using multi-models to kind of make it more stronger, to make it better.
Thank you, Michael. We can take more questions in the chat section. And thanks a lot, Anis, for your comments for Art in the chat section. Next is Red Links, which offers a platform for easy and efficient deployment of AI models on any cloud or on-prem premises.
Hi, I'm Alessandro Devo, and welcome to Red Links, where cutting-edge AI meets practical solutions. Our team of experts transforms industries with innovative AI technologies, creating tailored solutions to address specific business problems. At RedLinks, we specialize in creating tailored AI solutions, and our custom AI models are designed to address specific business problems, ensuring that each solution is perfectly suited to meet your unique needs. We have a software-as-a-service business model, developing AI models on commission and providing annual management, maintenance, support, and continuous training. This ensures your models are always up to date and performing at their best. How do we do that? With MLServe, our proprietary AI model serving platform. MLServe allows for easy and efficient deployment of AI models on any cloud or on-premise platform, making AI accessible and manageable for all businesses. The global AI market is valued at over $150 billion in 2023 and projected to grow at a rate of 36.8% until 2030. The MLOps market is expected to grow at a 33.5%, indicating significant investments in new AI solutions. MLServe is user-friendly and simplifies loading AI models for those with minimal technical expertise in model serving or cloud infrastructure management. Our platform ensures compatibility with a wide range of environments, offering flexibility to deploy AI wherever needed, catering for both large corporates and small businesses. With centralized management, MLServe provides a hub for overseeing and maintaining all of your AI models, streamlining the entire process. MLServe automatically selects optimal hardware based on specifications like latency, model size, and requests per second. It uses advanced pruning and quantization techniques for efficient deployment and includes detailed monitoring and explainability features. Integrating seamlessly with major AI libraries and platforms like Hugging Face and OpenAI, MLServe enables automatic download and deployment of models, ideal for the latest foundation models that often don't require parameter fine-tuning. Designed for straightforward and efficient AI deployment, MLServe automates hardware selections, ensures no model or cloud lock-in, reduces inference costs with advanced pruning and quantization techniques, and allows instant deployment of open source or proprietary models. These are some examples of how our technology has been applied to various applications, from image analysis for turf disease localization to real-time video monitoring for old infrastructure management and time series analysis for material characterization in additive manufacturing. We are raising $500,000 to expand MLServe from an internal tool to a comprehensive AI serving platform, aiming to commercialize it as a standalone SaaS for companies and AI developers globally. Our long-term vision includes creating a marketplace for AI models, allowing the community to buy, rent, and sell models within our platform. Our team comprises seasoned experts in AI, machine learning, computer vision, and software development, all committed to delivering top-tier solutions. Choose RedLinks for our innovative approach, academic excellence, and cutting-edge technology. Born from the Department of Engineering at the University of Perugia, we combine research excellence with practical, impactful AI solutions. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Alejandro from RedLinks?
Question, I think it's an interesting space. What do you think of Hugging Face? Do you think of it as a complement, competition, and where do you fall along the stack?
Thank you. Sorry about Hugging Face.
Yeah, so I'm saying there are already a lot of things out there which can kind of AI model survey. What do you think of Hugging Face? Do you think this is something unique? You can complement, like what's the unique value prop?
With respect to other serving platforms, we are focusing on just the model serving, so not all the MLOps stack. And for what regard Hugging Face, it's a useful tool for easy deploy LLMs from the website. So it can be a very good companion with our app, which offer centralized dashboard for very different models from Hugging Face, but also other sources, and also allows on-premise deployment of models. So in that sense, it can be complementary to Hugging Face or other platforms.
Are you doing anything to reduce the inferencing cost?
We are planning to implement some technologies like pruning and other quantization techniques, and also auto tuning of the hardware, because most of the cloud platforms now let's scale automatically your models, but not choose automatically your hardware based on your needs. That because usually they make you put Dockers in their Docker images in their services, but we are planning to focus on model serving, AI model serving, and so we think that we can make better predictions on the inference time and also hardware usage on specific models instead of generic Docker containers. Thank you.
Thank you, Alejandro. Again, if there are questions, I would request jury members to put them in the chat section. Next one is Herculean AI, which offers AI employees to manage complex and repetitive tasks. Here we go.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm a virtual avatar of Yash, the CEO of Herculean AI. Imagine a world where advanced AI employees handle all day-to-day enterprise cognitive labor, while human employees assign tasks, give feedback, and approve their actions in natural language. This is exactly the vision Herculean AI is trying to bring to life. We've successfully bootstrapped Herculean AI and launched Herculean Basic, which is already being tested for free by several businesses. In just 4 weeks since our launch, we've achieved an impressive $15,000 in signed monthly recurring revenue. With over 25 businesses interested, we're confidently on track to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue within the next year. A key highlight of our journey is that our GPU expenses are literally zero, thanks to our collaboration with EU HPC. We're leveraging the power of the Leonardo Booster, the 6th fastest supercomputer in the world, to build all our models. Additionally, one of the major organizations within the EU is using our software for report generation, underscoring the quality and reliability of our offerings. Herculean platform is extremely simple to use. Just like we onboard human colleagues and give them access to enterprise tools on day one of their joining, you can easily give Herculean AI employees access to relevant tools on the first day. That's it, then. Our AI employee can complete literally any task, I repeat, literally any task, within the scope of the given applications and databases it has access to. What sets these AI employees apart is that they are not only intelligent and good with tools, but also possess long-term memory and the ability to learn from human feedback and get better over time. Once deployed, you'll have the AI assistant ready to take your instructions and complete tasks autonomously. You can give instructions via our easy-to-use dashboard by clicking on Talk to Assistant, or through your preferred channels like Slack, WhatsApp, and more. Now let's ask our AI assistant to create a detailed report of all the trainings conducted by our customer support team during 2023 and save it as a PDF in the relevant Google Drive folder. The AI assistant will fetch all the relevant information from Salesforce, Google Drive, and other repositories it has access to, create a nice summary, and save it as a PDF in Google Drive. This saves humans hours of work and completes the task in minutes. Our ideal customers are small to medium-sized enterprises with 20 to 500 employees, which typically have faster sales cycles than larger corporations. In the US and Europe alone, there are over 60 million SMEs, representing a vast market potential of $300 billion per month. We are targeting 20% of this market as our serviceable addressable market, aiming to capture 1% of it, which would lead to $600 million in monthly revenue. We are seeking $2 million in funding to accelerate our growth and solidify key partnerships. Our goal is to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue in the next few months. With this investment, we project a growth trajectory that will very conservatively lead us to $100 million ARR by 2030, offering a significant return on investment. Last but not the least, steering Hercules AI is Yash, our CEO and my human avatar, with a wealth of experience from Amazon, Adobe, and Accenture, and a track record of generating $150 million in ARR. Alongside is Kantha, our founding member from the Tübingen AI Center, bringing cutting-edge research to our foundation. And keep an eye out, we'll soon unveil a strategic advisor, previously a founding executive at DataRobot with a $250 million ARR impact. Thank you for your valuable time. Happy to connect for any questions or collaborations.
Okay, Vibhu, please go ahead.
Yeah, good presentation on the topic. I'm curious if you can talk me through a little bit about the business model pricing and how are you justifying the value to your customers, right? I would also like to understand, is the particular unit of measure, how you measure the level of usage, and how are you thinking about specific pricing models?
Yep. So right now, we are figuring out different pricing models. We are in uncharted territory, right? Because how you will price the agents, is it going to be per seat model, usage-based model, or is it going to be a flat rate? So right now, we are competing against human employees, right? So because, we are coming from a perspective that give our AI employees access to any applications, tools, or databases, and it can complete open-ended tasks within that realm. So we are
pricing similarly. Like, I mean, we are pricing it $2,000 per month when it comes to one AI employee, right? But in future, this might change.
Correct. So you're replacing a 100K analyst employee with a 25K per annum cost. But are a lot of Fortune 50 customers buying it? And do you see it an easy notion in terms of charging 2K per month?
Sorry, I mean, like, can you please repeat the question?
So I understand your model of $2,000 per month, which is $25,000 per annum. Right. So 75% reduction on, let's say, employee costing $100,000 per annum. But the question is, are a lot of Fortune 50, Fortune 500, or even SMB customers, are they buying into this model at this point?
Yep. So right now they are buying into this model because, I mean, we are seeing traction. So we have around $20,000 MRR. I mean, and most of the customers also doubled down, right? Because they started with one employee, then they went with a different use case. They came up with a use case and they said, hey, I mean, like, your platform, we can implement this use case. Let's go ahead and do it. So right now they see the value because it's very confusing for them for usage-based pricing and, let's say, all closed source API providers, right? Maybe cloud or GPT-4o. This pricing is not very certain there because they think that, okay, I mean, like, hey, I mean, like, I can buy in their sort of like services and let me use another platform or let me build my own sort of like platform to build a multi-agent framework. And then, but I'm not sure of the pricing because it can be linear or exponential, right? I mean, they don't have the clarity, but we are coming with a very flat model saying that $2,000, we don't charge based on the number of tokens. There's no input tokens, there's no output tokens. Just use how much ever you want, right? So right now we are able to do that because we have collaboration with European Union where we are using Leonardo Booster to train our models. But in a longer term, we have to think from a CAC and unit economics perspective and whether it will scale. But I am betting that the cost of large language model consumptions will come down drastically in the next 1 year. Because if you look at the previous year, right, I mean, the prices have come down 80%. So if it comes down drastically, then we'll be in a situation where we have the distribution with a lot of like SMBs, and then we will be in the position to like decide on the price, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. How are you measuring the usage? Is there a particular unit of measure, number of actions, number of API calls, number of LLM calls, tokens, etc.? And what's the high-level gross margin in your mind for this once you move off your computer?
Yep. So right now, I mean, we are seeing, I mean, a gross margin of like close to 70%. I mean, with a caveat that we are not spending that 30% because we have like cloud credits and like, as I said, I mean, like we have GPU partnerships and everything. So that's the margin which we are looking at. But we feel that that margin can still come up as the prices goes down. And also like as competitors come in the market, right? I mean, from a technology perspective, we have a significant headspace because no one is doing open-ended multi-agent platforms as of today. So we have done a major innovation in orchestration layer. We have done major innovation in terms of like how we connect our model to APIs, right? For example, if we connect our model to like Google Drive API or Salesforce APIs, it can literally do anything because APIs expose all the functionalities, right? And also like we have a browser-based functionalities as well, where model can go and like take actions on the browser. So we have made some significant technological innovations, proprietary stuff, which I cannot deeply like discuss in this public forum, but if interested, we can have a one-on-one call where I can like explain some of the nuances.
Thank you, Yash. Let's take one last question from Vikram, and then I would love to get the feedback from all the panelists, all the jurors. Vikram, please.
Yeah, I'll make it quick. So Yash, are you limiting to SMBs alone? And you know, I mean, also in the current model and what you plan to envisage for the future, how do you envision the integration of you know, your AI employees with all the enterprise systems?
Yeah, very good question. We are limiting ourselves to SMBs because of the technical limitations of the platform which we have, right? Because the workflows and processes are like much more complex in like enterprises. I mean, if I'm saying that I'll give an AI employee for like data analysis in like Microsoft or like Google or like Amazon, right now my technology will not be able to do that. But if I'm saying that I'll automate everything in a small boutique firm, which is like doing some data entry or like doing some sort of like digital work or doing some sort of like back office stuff like auditing for, let's say, like other companies, right? So that can be easily automated today as it stands today. But that does not mean that not venture into like enterprise space. We are fine-tuning our sort of like product with SMBs and making sure that we can completely automate in an autonomous way the SMB market, and then we will move one level up to enterprise market. Otherwise, I mean, like if you go to enterprise market, the product which we have to build is completely different, because then you have to build something like human in the loop, then you have to build something like a multi-agent platforms which other people are building, right? Like Crew AI, LangChain, and like I can give 1,000 names like that. But we are not in that space at all. We are like very uniquely positioned where no one else is like building open-ended, completely autonomous multi-agent platform. And there's no competition here. So that's why, I mean, we have significantly like made a lot of like technical innovation in the last 1 year. And we see that we have a very good head start. And we just want to like double down and triple down on that and then close down that particular complete market. And eventually like we will enter into enterprise, I mean, when the time is right.
Thank you, Yash. Appreciate that. Now we will have to quickly take the final take from our jury members. I see Nestor had to leave. Nestor, are you still there?
Yeah, still here. So just I say that I'm gonna be late in my next call, so it's okay.
You can quickly talk about probably 2 startups that stood out from your perspective. So probably 2 startups that you really liked from today's presentation.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, let me check it out. So I really appreciate that how you build the Herculean AI. I believe that is they have had a huge business there, but I will suggest that they need to review the pricing model. That is going to be the key to get the new leads, right? So because this is something that I'm seeing in a ton of companies, more I will say SMBs, that they have those specific needs and they don't know how to really manage. And now with the new foundational models, now that is getting better and the accuracy is good. We saw the presentation using the solution that I believe is going to be a really good success if they really focus adjust a little bit the pricing model. That is one thing that I was missing, right? And my second one that I'm gonna say is the Faraday, so the energy IoT platform. This is something important. Every company is looking for that. There are some competitors there, we know, in the market, but still a huge market, and the companies, they need that. Even if it's not only to try to optimize cost, it's more to in terms of audits in the companies. Yeah, this is my 2 cents for these 2 companies that I love it. And thank you very much, guys, for the presentations and the ideas. Those was great.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Nestor. Really appreciate that. Who wants to go next? Any other jury member?
Yeah, I can go next.
Please, Sunil, yeah.
Thanks, everyone. I think it was my at this kind of forum, I would say first event. I've been a speaker and in smaller forums, roundtables and advisories, but a great experience for me. And based on what I have observed and how I'm working with some of the clients and what I have worked in the past, like companies like Thermo Fisher. So Faraday, especially the energy, the carbon part of it, I think, in my opinion, there is great potential there. I think there could be a lot more use cases which these guys may not be thinking about at this point. And apart from, I think, different industries itself, the framework that they have built, I think that particular framework might have multiple use cases and scenarios. That's one. Second is definitely the Herculean AI.
Okay.
They are looking at the smaller and the medium-sized companies, but some of the big customers which I'm working with, where there are a lot of BPO kind of activities which are happening for some of these financial operations, the big operations. And I think this product has the potential as a complement to some of the existing solutions. And my recommendation there would be, if the way they would like to project this one as more of a augmentation and as a complementary rather than a replacement. because the moment we try to sell it as a replacement, the adoption could be a challenge.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sunil. Appreciate that. Arthur, two startups from your perspective that stood out.
I would like to start by thanking you, Pankaj and team, for the opportunity, and thanking the other jurors and for the questions and the participation. A pleasure meeting you guys all virtually. And naturally, congrats to the entrepreneurs with their efforts, because it's hard battling going entrepreneur on a pre-seed and seed levels, right, guys? It's not easy. So you really got your hands on, and particularly because we're dealing with a thesis and technology that's it's so new. There are so many questions, and we're under fire. Just see Professor Asemoglu's article on from MIT on New York Times last month, questioning about, is Gen AI really bringing the goods? Is it really boosting productivity? So I congratulate you guys for putting together such a rich mosaic in terms of diversity, because here we have entrepreneurs trying to tackle and land all this new technology to various applications. And some are already farther than others, but I think overall we had great presentations, and I particularly look forward to engaging more with Ingenious in education, because it's my bread and butter here, and also pertaining to Industry 4.0. We are also struggling with energy savings, automation, and so maybe continue conversation with Faraday and maybe brick and mortar and Herculean. So, but to all the others, congratulations, keep it up. If we can serve or help in any other fashion, we'll be glad to do so. Thanks once again for the opportunity, Pankaj and colleagues.
Really, really appreciate that, Arthur. Vikram, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Pankaj. And first of all, congratulations to all the startups. I'd like to, congratulate you for, building such innovative companies, and you're certainly making waves in all your respective industries. And it's been a great learning experience for me particularly, and I'm sure all of us would agree. It's been a unique blend of the application of unique cutting edge generative AI use cases. If you were to ask me to pin down particularly where I'm coming from, I'd really like to start with Ingenious. They've been I think looking to revolutionize the corporate training with hyper personalized learning experiences, which is very interesting, and I'm sure they're set to transform the edtech space. And Herculean AI, it's a very innovative SaaS platform, and great use case with the AI employees. I'll be awaiting when you would perhaps look to embark on larger enterprise use cases, and look to a lot of collaboration. A special mention definitely to Red Links and also Art. I really liked what you are poised to do, and the kind of growth potential. The rest of them definitely, super significant impact you're all going to create, I'm sure.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Vikram. Appreciate that. Vipul, please.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Pankaj. Definitely great conversations all around. Several interesting concepts, and really awesome to see all the passion from the entrepreneurs. The top two for me were Herculean and brick and mortar. This has to do more with a sectorial preference than just the kind of quality and the caliber of talent here. But definitely Herculean, I think, seems to have like a good start. It's a big opportunity, and AI employees and bunch of L5 level offerings in the GenAI space are about to come. So I think definitely a good start, and happy to chat more on that. Similarly, brick and mortar, I think video analytics has been a very niche kind of a market, but leveraging Gen AI to kind of target specifically and then create custom offerings and maybe I just capture customer intent and tailored offerings is a very interesting use case. So yeah, definitely a lot of interesting work ahead. This is just the beginning, but excited to see where this takes everybody.
Thank you, Vibhu. Appreciate your feedback. Austin, please.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today, and thank you to all of the founders here presenting their companies. You know, so the two companies I resonated most with were Faraday and xPage. That just happens to be, again, more so aligned with my background in climate and then more consumer facing. But all of the companies were really incredible, and I saw some really unique applications. The biggest piece of advice that I think is important to take as we build these products is to make sure that AI is an enabler to an experience and not the product itself. Right now, there's so much hype and excitement around AI, but we see a lot of them as essentially just creating products or offerings that are effectively AI with a special wrapping around it or special ways of interacting with AI. I really encourage all companies to really think about what are the ways in which AI, particularly generative AI, is actually enhancing the customer experience as compared to what more traditional or classical machine learning models could do more effectively and more cheaply. Like, what is the actual value add there? But congratulations again to all the companies.
Thank you, Austin. May I request Anis to go next? And also to other people in audience, if you have any top 2 picks, please feel free to put them in the chat section. Anis or Manas, whoever wants to go next, or any other jury member. Yeah, Manas, please go ahead.
I really like Herculean mainly because I work in that particular field of autonomous agents and how we automate basically business processes and line processes. I really like the communication and the mature way of looking at just SMBs as of now. But as some other jurors already said, that I would like them to try out larger enterprises. And the second one is I like Singular. I think it's Singular, right?
Singular, yeah.
I like Singular because the maturity of the product that they have shown, even though the market of cryptocurrency is not as hyped that it was before, but I think the maturity of the product and the communicating the value and the kind of audience they are looking for is very, very crystal clear. So I like that one as well. And for sure, the other ones, Treadlinks, I really like Treadlinks. Ingenious, definitely, very good. Others also, I wouldn't say the reason why I don't really resonate with a lot of customers, a lot of other startups is because I mostly work on B2B, and B2C is not my cup of tea. But congratulations on starting up. That takes a lot of courage. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Manas. You are absolutely right. Starting up takes a lot of courage, and then also presenting your 4 minutes video pitch in such a format, in such a forum, is extremely difficult because you have to put all the value propositions, solution, traction, all the other exciting things in that 4 minutes long video pitch. Sayo just mentioned that /finances is my top. Thanks a lot for your feedback. But yeah, congratulations to the founders, and again, kudos to them for such a great work with this forum today. Again, it's very difficult to put all the relevant information in this 4 minutes long video pitch. So thanks a lot to the founders for that. Special thanks to our jury members. You have made this event very, very special with your feedback, with your comments, with your questions. I'm sure that founders are already loving your feedback, and they are going to probably spam your LinkedIn very soon, which is all good, right? That's why we are here. And again, thanks everybody. Thanks to the audience. Thanks to audience for joining us today. It's great to see your support to these Gen AI startups, these founders from all over the world. I hope that we reconnect soon and we try to see how we can help each other in growing collectively in the startup ecosystem, in the corporate ecosystem. If these startups can help you, doing great things in your corporate life, then obviously we would love to make those relations happen. Again, thanks everybody. Really appreciate it, and let's reconnect soon. Yeah, take care. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.